what I want to know really is what was the catalyst that inspired you to become a life coach and author?
Well, I had lived through so much pain and just so much hurt. And then when I found my way, I couldn't fathom living life without helping other people find their way. Because so many people feel beat up and lost and confused. And I just had to I wanted to be their catalyst to help them go from their mess to their message.
That's incredible. That's awesome. That's very good. Very inspiring. What do you think makes you really passionate about what you want to do?
Well, when I think about the world at large, and no matter how many people that I reach, there's always another person that can be reached. And so the fact that there's an entire world that I feel like needs to hear my story, my message, that's what wakes me up every day. That's what keeps me going. That's what motivates me.
Nice, very nice. What would you say would be one of the biggest turnarounds or breakthroughs that you've experienced through coaching others?
You know what? It becomes consistent. It becomes a habit. So with success, you have to create habits. So every client, I'm achieving the same goals, which is to help them identify their purpose. So I would say about 90% of my clients birth their book or start a nonprofit organization, come out of a toxic relationship, find true love. So every person, they do a 180 in their life.
Yeah, so it's a lot about, I guess, self-realization, is it?
Right.
And digging a lot deeper, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Helping them tap into what's already in them.
You know, a lot of us make mistakes, and mistakes, some people do look at them as, or they frown upon them as bad things, but you can also learn a lot from mistakes. So what would you say would be one of your standout or big mistakes you've made in your life that you really learned a great lesson from?
Right. Well, first, I do believe that mistakes make us. That's why I always say, let your pain birth your purpose, and your mess become your message. Mistakes make us. For me, my mistake was trying to be what I thought the world wanted me to be, chasing material success, chasing happiness through money. That was my mistake, not understanding that happiness is a choice, and that money doesn't buy happiness, it buys pleasure. And pleasure doesn't lead to happiness, pleasure leads to pain. So that was my mistake. When I understood that life was about living your purpose, meaning giving back to the world and making the lives of the people around you better, that's when my life changed.
What would you say would be the number one thing that you would need in this day and age as an entrepreneur, you need to understand?
To be relentless. To be relentless. To let fear push you instead of cripple you. And when you dream, to take action. And don't worry about what's going to happen next, but to walk by faith, just knowing that it's going to work out and just being relentless. So I have a dream in 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's almost like a daydream because I'm not really asleep yet. And then I'll get up, I'll roll over, I'll write it out in my notepad in my phone. The next day I reach out to my designer. I say, hey, here's $100, create this page on my site. He creates it in an hour, and I'm promoting it. And I just had the dream that night before. And that course or that product generates thousands and thousands of dollars, and it was something that hit me in the middle of the night, and I was bold enough to just take action. And I think a lot of people, we overthink, we try to make it more complicated than it should be. And I learned from Albert Einstein, make it as simple as possible, but not one bit simpler.
Yes.
And that's been life-changing.
Yeah, and I think he says something about like that if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, then you don't understand it.
Exactly.
And that's a really awesome quote.
That's powerful.
For sure. Yeah. What would you say would be your definition of success? I mean, everybody has their own definition. It's funny because when I started Addicted to Success, I get some people that say that's bad to be, addicted to it, or fanatical, bad, or obsessive. And I say to them, well, it depends what your definition actually is. Everyone's is different, so
right.
I really want to understand
so,
yours is.
Addicted to Success is really almost the definition of success. That site itself, what it represents is motivating and mobilizing a world. Not just one country, but the world, different continents, all over the world. And you're fulfilling purpose because a person can go there. And I found out about the site in Florida. and you're from Australia. And I found out it from another guy who he saw it on his Instagram from a guy he didn't even know. And it was my quote. And then he was like, hey, I see you popping up. And I looked and I saw Addicted to Success. And that's the definition of success, creating something that's going to impact the people, which is fulfilling purpose. So success is when you tap into your purpose, and your purpose is connected to service. Success isn't about money. It's not about riches. It's not about fame. It's about living your purpose.
Wow, that would have to be one of my most favorite definitions of success right there.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And it's amazing with the internet and the power of reach, you know.
Right.
And I noticed you have like a massive following on Twitter. What would you say would be the main reason for this?
Content, quality content, and consistency. So if you want to be a leader, you have to be consistent because people depend on you. So you have to be present. In order to have a presence, you have to be present. So being consistent and having quality content, not just regurgitated, stolen, stuff, copying other people, but speaking from my struggle and what I'm learning and sharing that with the people. People connect with it because it's real and it's consistent. So I went from 34 followers on social media to over 200,000 in a very short amount of time just by being real and consistent.
Massive numbers, man. Massive. And that's awesome because it's a great platform and a way to reach a lot of people at once as well.
Right.
You come up with an incredible article and you want to put it out there, you're inspiring thousands upon thousands of people just at once.
Right.
And that's awesome that you can do that. Yeah.
Right.
That's really good. Do you have any last words at all, or anything that you want to fill the people in on, like what you've got coming out?
Well,
any shows, events?
I just want to motivate the people to follow your dreams, to be relentless in your pursuit of your dreams, to have no fear, and to not just chase your dreams, but to lead your dreams. And visit addictedtosuccess.com every day to get your dose of motivation. Because Zig Ziglar says, motivation is like taking a bath. You need to do it every day. So come to Addicted to Success and get motivated. Create your dream and live it out. Bless you.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.